Okay, so we start out here. The grounding, the rune for the grounding, has to do with getting money, getting resources, having luck and success and happiness, fertility. So whatever, but it actually it does have to this one. Fehu, it has to do with real physical, tangible wealth, actually. It does have to do with something in the physical world, some item. So it also does have to do with, happiness and social success and just feeling abundance in all different ways. But the bottom line of this, it has to do with like cattle and wealth. It has to do with something very physical. So financial or assets of some sort, some wealth. So, combined with this, with the wisdom card, it's almost like, I always think of the willow tree, the weeping willow, right? And, there's something, it's about healing. Again, and we have this major healing. The healing is heartbreak here. So we have healing, but somehow a return of assets or a receiving of money of some sort or of assets. So out of progress and development, you have this springing upward of roots in the earth, which means something in the physical world, something tangible really provides for you, which is great because, as much as we can say happiness doesn't come from money, we still need some financial or some money is also energy. It's also mind. So we need some energy and mind in the physical world to support us in some way. So this is almost like from circumstances or from life, you start to actually become very stable and grounded in the physical world, in your security, in your physical security. And that's something that we do need. I mean, poverty is a made up thing. It has to do with lack of money, but it really has to do with lack of positive human relations and a system that's set up where we need. I go to third, fourth world countries all the time, and third world is very difficult because people need, because there's a system set up. In a fourth world country or in a fourth world culture, there's no need. Everybody can provide. They can live off the land. They can live with each other. The system always provides for people. It's shared. Whereas, if there's a game, like you have to gain, you have to win, you have to, prove yourself, but then, you're tied into other minds and other psychologies and other, energies that have to do with, people being greedy or people being deceptive or people being deceitful, and we lose. And then all of a sudden, something that we need for stability is gone. But this is saying, things are coming back to you. You actually do have that financial stability. You have that backing in the physical world. You have what you need in the physical world. Then, so this is the grounding, is that you're receiving. You're really grounded, kind of integrating experiences and just having a very firm, solid foundation. And it's not just with the money or the assets, because it's the willow tree too, which has to do with the wisdom, and it has to do with the being able to take or make use of the negative mind that is maybe deceitful or dishonest or whatever that is that has taken, that has created a sense of poverty. Poverty only exists with money. But whatever has created the poverty is now kind of being zero factored, being washed out, and without power over you, and you're able to build again and take what you got from your experiences and have a solid foundation and be able to make your way now, where you have this physical security and you can focus on other things. Then we have these are steps in time here, and the bottom row, and we have the King of Diamonds, which has to do with working with people. So it's almost like you get a job, you get a community, you get people to work with you. You're collaborating, and you can do more with human support and human collaboration than you could alone. So you have the King of Diamonds, which means not just working on your own, but working with a team, working with other people, and having you and them further each other, and advance what one could do alone. When you collaborate, you can make more. If there's cooperation and collaboration and a good working team, you can go a lot further than you could alone. And then we have the blank rune with this, which is it's kind of a card of just a rune of just being solid in that and understanding in a deep way who you can work with and what is really yours. What, you have this wisdom here, and this is the wisdom. Again, it's almost like this first step in time mirrors the grounding card. Then we move on to the Tang, and Tang has to do with soul retrieval and receiving things back from problems or issues or anybody who has taken from you, from your spirit or from your life. You receive it back. It's soul retrieval. It's bringing back the past to the present, becoming whole again in your present, and finding your continuation with the past, where it's just wisdom. It's just solid foundation that works for you, the enlightenment of the past that works in your favor at this point in time. So there's nothing no problems that draw you to the past, no sadness, no grief, no nothing. It all comes back to you, and you have what you need to really experience the happiness and not feel like any holes in your experience. There's nothing that drains you. You really have your fullness and your wholeness in the moment. And then the rune with this has to do with happiness and having everything in the moment. I mean, really, it backs up the card almost precisely. It's success. It's the result of something that happened before. So everything that has happened is producing a really positive experience for you now. And then we move on, and you have the stability, and this is fire. So this is stability in action, stability in living your life. And then we move on to abundance, little pumpkin. And this is about things, again, coming to you. You have a lot of abundance in this reading, and a lot of collaboration and wholeness and health. And so with little pumpkin, it has to do with having some kind of birth of something that changes your relationship to the world. The pumpkin has to do with babies, and it also has to do with the world. So there's this birth of something that changes your relationship to the world, and things are coming to you. And you have 2 9s, and the number 9 is the power of existence. And that is the forces of nature that bring things into sync, that organize, that self-organize. It's the intelligent universe at work, bringing things to you. And you have the 9 of earth. So in the physical world, and also 9 of mind. And I was talking to you about how, money is energy, it's mind. And so we have, and money can also be assets. So we have physical things coming to you and also mental things coming to you. And Yiki is my clarifier on this. Like, what is this coming? And more coming. It's just this holistic coming of mind, values, ethics, and material things. Yiki is the metal that cuts. Metal has to do with valuables. It also has to do with physical values, but mental, spiritual, emotional, what is valuable. And you have to get rid of anything that takes away from what's important to you. There's something that's destroying a valuable, something that's taking away from something valuable. You need to cut that out of your life. That's the metal that cuts. And it also has to do with, you weed your garden so that what you want to grow can grow. And then there's another concept of metal in Chinese medicine with that you can pare away. You start to remove things that are excess or not real, and then you come down to the essence. So you can create a sculpture by chipping away at things that are excess, and you can create a form by removing everything that camouflages or covers up or stops that form from being visible. So anything that is stopping the essence or the form, you have to remove this so that it becomes visible and it becomes expressed. And then the rune we have with this one has to do with authority and leadership and justice. It's knowing your strength and success and victory in any type of legal matters. So I have to say, this is almost like justice, values that are protected. That's justice. Things that are taking away from your valuables, that are destroying what's important. That is something that is unjust. So we have justice with this card, with protection of the valuables, and then all this abundance coming in, and this rune here has to do with really standing up. That's it. It mirrors this card with standing up for your values, standing up for your rights, standing in respect for yourself and for the truth of people and situations, everything. Not being weak, but being strong, being really strong, and being that leader, being that authority, being the one who can show the way for people. And then, so what's getting better, what's healing, is the heartbreak, the mysteries, the human mysteries. This is Batia Arcana, which is the bat of the mysteries. And Batia Arcana has to do with being able to find a safe place during hard times, and being able to nurture yourself, and being able to navigate in the dark, and being able to transform situations even if you can't see all the details, being able to navigate them efficiently anyway, and still being able to take action or have understanding or have that wisdom here with things going on, and being able to respond to them appropriately and being able to understand them appropriately. To know people's motives or why they do what they do is really important. Everybody who does something, you really have to understand, why are they doing it? What What is their motive? What's behind the whole thing? And then the rune we have with this is joy and reward, pleasure, harmony, fellowship. So this is like really an overcoming of heartbreak, overcoming of something that has been difficult or painful for you in the past. And then the final overall message card here is Gita, which means the song of God, and just finding this ultimate harmony and having this peace. And the rune that goes with this is a need for self-reliance, finding a way around things, finding a way to overcome things. And there, it's like there's a lot in your way, but your success is determined by your obstacles. So this has to do with really being, Gita has to do with the Bhagavad Gita, and then I go into the Indian caste system, and she has to do with already fulfilling the warrior stage, already going into battle when you have something of value, and being successful and taking your place after hard work has been done. So this has to do with really having some type of victory in your life, but actually having to do some work and then getting your place. So it's not instant, but you get there, and you're able to overcome whatever is getting in your way and get your position.